Hi there! So here is the all-new Redmi Pad Pro, and finally we have a 5G variant so you can watch your favorite movies on the go, play tons of games and even do your productive office work. So before this, all Redmi and Xiaomi pads were only Wi-Fi. For the first time we get 5G connectivity, which actually is a really big deal when it comes to mobility and convenience. Of course, for those who still don't need 5G, there is still a only Wi-Fi variant available. Everything is just the same, just that it lacks a SIM card support. The Pro Pad also comes with its fair share of accessories, like it has a keyboard and a pen, which you can see here. By the way, you can buy these separate. Now before we begin, we have already made an unboxing YouTube short which covers all the contents and the stuff, so we aren't going to do it again, but if you want to see it, I'll share the link for that short in the description. So let's start just with the tab. So this is the graphite white color. Firstly, it's bigger than any of its predecessors. It has a dual tone design. I'll call it 2 shades of grey. Unibody design, which is all polycarbonate and doesn't attract any fingerprint or smudges. It weighs 581 grams, which is pretty decent for a 12-inch tablet. Also, it's very well balanced, so it definitely feels lighter than it sounds. Then towards the back is an 8 megapixel rear camera. The camera quality is nothing to speak about, but it's decent. And yes, it does include a document scanner that truly is something to speak about because it comes very handy. Then quad speaker setup, 2 on the left and 2 on the right. In the center is the USB-C port, and yes, there's also a headphone jack. You can also spot the Dolby Vision Atmos logo on the top, which obviously means it supports it. Power button right next to it, volume rockers on the side, couple of mics here for video calls, phone calls and noise cancellation, then a hybrid SIM tray that can house a single nano SIM card and a micro SD card storage expansion up to 1.5 TB. Let's talk about my favorite part of any tablet. No prizes for guessing, the display. So this is a huge 12.1-inch LCD display with a 2.5K resolution of 2560 by 1600 pixels. That's a 12-bit panel with 68.7 billion colors. Feels almost like an OLED display. Even the smallest text is easily readable. 120Hz refresh rate adds the much needed smoothness to the interface. By the way, this is adaptive, so it can switch between 30Hz, 60Hz, 90Hz and 120Hz depending on the app you're using, which drastically helps reduce battery drain. The bezels on all the 4 sides are quite slim and provide just enough space to hold the tablet without blocking any real estate. The top bezel also houses an 8 megapixel selfie camera, does an amazing job when it comes to video calls. The clarity is really good even in low light. Then it comes with a 16:10 aspect ratio, so watching movies and videos are an absolute delight. Content goes edge to edge, giving you that super immersive experience. Then we also get Dolby Vision support, and you can spot the Vision logo on some of the supported Netflix content. We played the content and it looks just awesome. It's bright, it's vivid and so crisp. So coming to the audio, so we get quad speakers with Dolby Atmos support. Here's a quick demo.
How are you all doing? You having fun? Woo! Come closer. What's going on, Daddy? Open the goddamn door! I can't get away.
So firstly, it gets loud enough that it might give your room Bluetooth speaker a run for its money. Also very impressive audio fidelity, especially if you're watching action scenes, it's just phenomenal. Excellent vocal clarity as well, so every dialogue is super crisp. Oh, and there's also a headphone jack, which definitely makes this the perfect media consumption device. A quick look at the keyboard case. So the tablet technically fits inside here and also doubles as a stand, which gives you that perfect angle while watching content and even typing. It connects to the tablet via Bluetooth. It's a simple pairing process like any other Bluetooth device. It comes with a built-in battery. There's also a USB-C port on the side to charge with a physical toggle switch. The keyboard is actually really big, almost as big as you would see on a 13-inch laptop. The keys are well spread and excellent travel. Typing is such a breeze. Fun fact, the script of this video was also typed on this tablet. Really fun. It doubles as a case cover, and yes, it also locks the Pro Pad without you needing to press the power button, which is always convenient. Now, I would have loved to see this keyboard with pogo pins like we saw on the Xiaomi Pad, where it draws the power from the tablet itself, but that would have made the tablet more expensive and even the keyboard more expensive. So it keeps the price low without actually affecting the user experience. Then we also have a pen which comes really handy while taking notes or drawing stuff on the pad. And yes, you can even take screenshots using this pen, and I think it's really cool and convenient. Something you must check out. Now, unlike previous Xiaomi Pad pens, this doesn't magnetically attach and charge. It comes with a USB port to charge and a loop on the top of the cover to hold it. The good thing is that it won't fall off easily like the magnets one do with just a slight brush. Also, once you charge this, it lasts a really long time. So I'm not complaining. Let's have a quick look at the interface. So it's running Android 14 with everyone's favorite HyperOS. And what I absolutely love is how smooth and optimized HyperOS is. Firstly, you get all the new lock screen options from where you can choose. Then the app stack at the bottom to quickly launch your favorite apps, including your recently launched apps. And of course, it's a tablet, so multi-window support is there. You can open 2 apps side by side. You can even adjust the size. Plus, you can have 2 floating app windows like these. Wow, that's way too much multitasking on a tablet. Amazing. But personally, I find it very cluttered. Maybe 2 side-by-side apps and 1 floating window is good enough for practical use. Again, who am I to say? You guys go ahead and use all the 4 apps at the same time and make the best of it. Another fun thing is some tablets lack GPS, but this one comes with GPS. And now with SIM card, you can technically even use Google Maps during your trek or travel. Imagine accessing Google Maps on a tablet of this size and having full access to the internet. Yes, of course, you can also answer and make phone calls on this tablet. Surely you're not going to raise this to your ear and talk, so you can use the speaker, which is loud enough. And of course, you can also connect Bluetooth earphones. Coming to the performance. So it's powered by the Snapdragon 7S Gen 2 chipset. It's not a flagship, but it's a really good mid-ranger 5G chipset and can handle all your day-to-day tasks like a breeze. Check out multitasking, and I even use Microsoft apps like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and all these office apps work without any hiccups. So you can kind of take this anywhere and work on the go. The variant we have came with 8GB LPDDR4X RAM with 8GB virtual RAM expansion support, giving you a total of 16GB RAM. We ran some benchmarks starting with Antutu and it scored 5,59,000. Now the variant we have also came with 256GB storage with storage type UFS 2.2. We ran the speed test for that as well. And we got 899 MB read and 830 MB write. Also pretty decent. When it comes to gaming, we played Asphalt 9 and it played just flawlessly. Super smooth animations with absolutely no lag or stutter. It's so much fun to play these racing games on a tablet this big. And yes, then we also tested everyone's favorite BGMI. This one too was super fun. It played at around 45 FPS and it was really fun to play. Even after playing for long hours, though it did heat up slightly, didn't experience any slowdowns at all. So if you're looking for a tablet for casual gaming as well, the Redmi Pad Pro won't let you down. Alright, when it comes to the battery, we get a mammoth 10,000 mAh battery that will easily last you 3 to 4 days if you're using it for about 3 to 4 hours every day. Standby time on the Pro is just so good. If you don't touch it, the battery barely even drains. The charging speed is just 33 watts and that's a 10,000 mAh battery. It will take time, it's definitely not fast, but most of us charge our tablets overnight, so the faster charger would have not really helped. Instead, it would have just increased the price. So I think that's fine. Alright, final thoughts. So the Redmi Pad Pro stays in the budget price while still offering a premium experience. The Wi-Fi only variant starts at 21,999 while the 5G variant starts at 24,999, and there are also some card offers which you should definitely check out. And yes, the keyboard and pen also have to be bought separately. I'll share the links of all the items, the tablet, the keyboard, the pen, the Wi-Fi only variant, everything in the description. If you'd like to buy one, you should definitely check it out. So I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time,